Recently, I make a video about creating the ultimate base. We covered a various aspects of what make a good base, like the location, ease of resource access, and so on. Today, we are going to focus on the type of building we choose for that ultimate base. We need an upgradable structure that can be used throughout the entire game without requiring drastic changes to its design. But before diving into this particular type of building, let's take a moment to talk about buildings in Valheim. Valheim includes a variety of structures scattered across its biome. Ruins or single structure. These single structure can be found in meadows, black forest, mountains, swamps, and plains. These structures are typically made from wood or stone and may include collapsed wall and roofs. These can be sometimes serves as a base for players, especially early in the game. Village and settlement. Occasionally, cluster of small houses appears, particularly in meadows. These structures are A-frame structure, normally unoccupied, had small garden and some pigs. The Black Forest. The Draugr village. These are much more advanced building, but they are occupied by Draugr and they are quite hard to defeat at that time. The plains. Furling village and goblin encampment. These are slightly different structure type, but still can make some small base, etc. Caves and dungeons. These are biome-specific structure. These includes burial chambers and troll cave in Black Forest, sunken crypt in swamps, frost cave in mountains, infested mines in Mistland, and portrait holes in Ashland. Players can also take advantage of this structure in several ways. Rebuilding. Many ruins can be repaired and converted into shelter, saving resources. Inspiration. These designs are often inspired people to build similar or improved structures. For example, in our case, the A-frame house. Resource gathering. Some buildings, like stone tower, can be dismantled for materials like stone and wood. Now, let's talk about our build. When we start planning for our ultimate structure, we face some limitations, such as expandability. The structure must be expandable to meet further requirements. Basic design. It should be use simple roof, column and beam, as it's built early in the journey. Upgradability. It must be easy to maintain and upgrade with newer material in the future. Practicality. No smoke hazard, easy pathway, organized storage are essential. Given those factors, any multi-story or stone-heavy structure is out of question early on. A simple cottage-type building seems to be way to go. But then I remember we can also build a longhouse. I have built longhouse more than one, but there is a problem. There is a lot more complicated than simple cottage. So we have to make a choice. A very easy A-frame or a more functional longhouse. These two structures had a lot of similarities but also significant difference. Longhouse. a long rectangular structure inspired by Norse and Viking tradition. It's multifunctional, combining living quarters with storage or even space for livestock. Offers excellent usability but can be complex to build. A-frame cottage, in other hand, a compact triangular structure with steeply sloped roof that often touch the ground or inner wall. Typically has a high ceiling, small living spaces, and inexpensive to build, simple and beginners friendly. After considering the pros and cons, we decided to build a hybrid, a mix of an A-frame and a longhouse. We use the visual style of an A-frame and the functionality of the longhouse. This design is optimal for base because its scalability. The structure can be extended along its length with little effort or complexity. Additional section can be added to create shapes like T, H, or even O, like this one, without disturbing the original design. The height, width of specific section can be adjusted without affecting other parts. Simplicity. The 45-degree A-frame design makes calculations easy. The height is always half the width of the base if there is no sidewall are used. Changes to the elevation or width doesn't disrupt the roof alignment. Upgradability. Since the structure is primarily built with roofs, upgrading to newer materials is straightforward. Walls can be reinforced with stone or later rusting without altering the base structure. Entrance and side walls can be modified as needed without any hassle. In the end, the hybrid A-frame longhouse becomes more just a shelter. It became a reflection of our journey. Starting as a simple cottage, it grew with us, evolving into a Gruston fortress. The structure stood resilient against the challenges of every biome, adapted to our needs. If you are looking for a build that combines practicality, scalability, and Viking charms, this design might just be the blueprint you have been searching for. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this build inspiring or have your own idea for creative structure, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Valheim content. Until next time, stay safe and keep building.